warm up to the show.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to Capes and the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Out of the gooch.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the big 150th episode of Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast, the Gotham, the Batman, everything podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she who lives in darkness.
Hey, y'all, it's World Hellfire.
And if you couldn't tell from that drop, we have a special guest from Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, Marvel's Batman. And Funny Talk DC also on Last Sons of Krypton, the Superman podcast with one of his many corners. It is.
Hey, how you going, everyone? It's Ray. Strange to be in this world of Batman, but looking forward to it.
Well, if we did it, we got Ray on a Batman podcast. And not just
probably sheer morbid curiosity.
He just knows we have blackmail material on him now, all those drops. All right, so yes, we interrupt your weekly Nightfall review for the figured we'd do something different for the big 150. So to take your mind off coronavirus, hey, let's talk Contagion.
It's only apropos that we do Contagion because it goes, Contagion, Legacy, Cataclysm, then No Man's Land. So we were kind of running into this. We're kind of doing it backwards, but it's fine.
That's what we should do. If this goes well, which I'm sure it will, maybe for what we do 175 or something, we could do Legacy.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, homie.
Get Ray back. It's like this one, so.
Get Conan's Corner to run for 10 minutes, all accent.
What?
Kona. Get him like a little 10-minute segment, and he can do his whole Matches Malone accent.
Oh yeah. To do a 10-minute. Okay, yeah. Those of you, Matt Conan, his the man of many accents.
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different, and he's a blonde hair.
Perfect summary.
Matt Conan, the Quantum Zone.
What about our Quasar podcast?
It's got to be longer. I need a full-length one.
I know Rich with Quantum Zone sends feedback all the time. But yes, so stay tuned for the end, Matt Conan with the feedback. This is so weird. I'm like, it's like a dream. Ray is here and Matt's sending in feedback.
Yep.
It's a late birthday present. It's fine, Phil.
What?
It's a late birthday present.
Yay! Happy birthday to me.
Did you get up to anything special, Phil? Did you?
No, I took the day off. I was social distancing, so it was good. I stayed home.
Nice.
Stayed home with my son.
Caring for another thing that isn't myself.
Slow down, Lil.
Gross. Scream it!
Anyway, yeah. I love before we jumped on, Lil Ray was like, I didn't realize this one was so long.
How he does this.
What?
That's how you do. Welcome to the club, Ray.
Yeah. I'm learning fast.
So this one is kind of weird though, because obviously everybody's like, oh, he just kind of did The Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe, but comic book style.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into this, but like I was saying, we'll review it issue by issue. We'll take turns reading the synopses. And then do a big overall review at the end. But all right, should we jump in since this is 11 parts.
97 parts.
They don't do 11-parters these days, do they?
It's like
They're gone
11,
with it.
but
Yeah.
then it's like that Batman Chronicles is like what like an interlude or whatever. So it's like 12 kind of.
Yeah.
It was the 90s. They're milking it for all it's worth.
That's it. But it was still good. Actually, it held up throughout all of them. I thought it was consistent.
Hey, if it had been a year, it probably would have been even longer because then Nightwing had his book by then, so probably would have been a little harder longer. Yeah. Although, Lilith, do you think this was to boost sales? Because I mean, the actual Batman book only had one issue in this, but meanwhile we got 2 detectives, 2 Shadow of the Bats.
I would say Catwoman, Robin, and Shadow of the Bat definitely needed it.
Azrael.
Definitely, yeah. Well, we all know Azrael was a bad idea from the get-go, but they literally had to put Agent of the Bat to make sure that everybody knew it was part of the Bat family books. Just saying.
Yeah, like issue 50, yeah. Ray, are you familiar with that? Were you familiar with Azrael at all?
He kind of looks like Moon Knight. But I was only from, was it Nightfall? I've only read the first of those 3 big trades. What's the other one? Night Quest and the other thing, the other one at the end. That's it. But I just know he's a little bit unhinged. Is that fair to say?
That is accurate, sir.
Accurate, and he's almost an avatar of vengeance. Is that right as well?
Well, his father was part of the Order of Saint Dumas, or as we say, dumbass. He's basically programmed from birth to be an assassin. So yeah, Bruce Wayne back broken. It's like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he could be Batman.
Yeah. He was a guy pumping iron just not that long, a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Looking off into the distance while he was
doing
glistening.
what we call an Eddie Brock.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was an Eddie Brock.
So yeah, guys pumping iron. Lilith notices that right away. Yep. There's big muscly guys in their tank tops, right, Lilith?
There's only one Captain Tank Top, so.
Oh, you didn't send me the doodle yet. He did Captain Tank Top.
Quite done yet. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I don't draw often, but when I do, it takes me forever.
That's right. We were discussing that this afternoon, people. Stay tuned for me and Lilith's new comic, Captain Tank Top, and his sidekick Finn. You're gonna be all Bucky style from the '90s, man, with the kid hanging off you.
Oh, what's a Nomad?
Yeah,
Nomad stuff.
Yes, Nomad.
Cool.
With the mullet, Ray.
Oh, I want to bring back the mullet.
There's my. All right, so do we get into these issues?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yes, I'll start it off, Ray, and then Ray, you want to do part 2, Lilith part 3, and then we'll just keep going that way.
Can I request that Lilith do part 2 because it's Detective Comics 695? Is that fair to say?
For me, Ray. Good idea.
Okay.
Idea.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, should we make Lilith do both Detective Comics because it's 695 and 696?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a given.
All right.
I don't care what the order is. Lilith has to do both Detective Comics. Yes. All right. So yes, All right, we'll do a synopsis, talk the issue, and then get to this next synopsis. All right. Part 1 is Batman Shadow of the Bat 48, The Apocalypse Plague, as if you didn't know. Azrael contacts Batman with troublesome news. A deadly filovirus has been released and is on its way to Gotham City. As Batman investigates a military enclave where the virus, Ebola Gulf A, also known as the Clench.
Not the gooch. The clinch.
Out of the gooch.
Has been studied. The residents of Babylon Towers in Gotham, alerted to the threat of the Clench by one of their own, elect to seal themselves in their climate-controlled building, paying off their servants, believing this to be their only hope of surviving the plague. Batman learns there is no known cure for the virus, and if there is, such a cure will no doubt reside in the blood of a survivor. See, as I'm doing that, as I'm doing this synopsis, I just hear the music you play on Into the Night when you guys do a synopsis.
Oh yeah, cool.
My head.
Yeah.
So yes. So what did everyone think of the Apocalypse plague? Or I love like back in the day, Shadow of the Bat was always like Shadow of the Bat falls on the Apocalypse plague.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
I love those covers, though. I will say that about Shadow of the Bat. They were definitely like a lot more pulpy. Like they were definitely trying to go into that part of like the Batman mythos, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, is that like painted or does it just look painted?
It just looks painted.
It looks painted, yeah. It reminds me a lot of Dark Horse comics of the 90s. They always had, I think it was Mike Gorman, I think that's his name. He did these beautiful, like, painted covers. Yeah. Pretty cool. Nice little opening there with a behemoth with a sledgehammer going at it.
Oh yeah, and just that it's like a lab for it's the Order of Saint Dumas in Africa.
Yeah.
So
they were looking for the cure like Toto. They were down in Africa looking for a cure.
Get the Kona button out. All right.
The Kona button. It's been dubbed the Kona.
The pun button, yes. So of course Azrael has to call Batman. I love Batman. What's this got to do with me? Well, it's on its way to Gotham City.
Oh, and I got to say, sorry guys about that comment. My ignorance about Timothy Drake, about the Robin. He's pretty good in this. Yeah, he's not the worst one.
Exactly.
Oh, is he? No. He is.
No. He's like, you can't talk bad about Tim or Dick. You just can't do it around Phil. He'll school you.
That's right, because you know what I always say. Wait, where's my job? Okay.
I'm here for Dick. Grayson, that is.
That's right. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, it's Dick, then Tim, and then Jason and.
It's a toss-up between Jason and Damien.
Jason and Damien are battling it out for last place. Yeah.
Really, but I thought like Jason, because Jason's the one that died, right? Isn't there a lot of sympathy for him? Don't they? People love him because he died.
He's great. Well, he was great in Red Hood and the Outlaws. I will say that book was pretty good.
Back in the day, there was a vote that whether he should live or die. And guess what? Guess how the vote voted.
It was a slim vote, though. To be fair, it was like less than like 200 votes that he died. So.
And wasn't some guy cheating? Wasn't he? Didn't he have like a computer set up to just like keep redialing the number, the 800 number?
Oh, really?
What a
cheeky bugger.
Cheeky bugger. That's why Ray's here, people.
My worst nightmare. People sneezing on a plane, by the way. I'm just like,
yeah.
Even before all this, I was like, I see like a sick baby or somebody sneezing. I'm like, no, I'm going to fly standby.
That's like that meme now on Facebook. It's like, allergy season's coming. It's going to be like the Salem witch trials up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of spluttering. We see it throughout the whole thing later on, but yeah, planes aren't the best for recycled air. At least he's coughing into his handkerchief, or sneezing into it. It's good. Either the handkerchief or the elbow.
For now, it's like a chew. Oh my lord! I forgot about this till I reread this. Andy Howe.
Yeah.
How did you get your
job? Yeah, that's right. He's a bit of a joke, isn't he?
Yeah. The whole story was, Mayor Kroll was voted out of office, but he still, he's a lame duck. He still had like a month or two left. So yeah, he gets rid of. Well, Jim Gordon was out already. His wife had taken over for him. She's out. So yeah. The mayor brings in this incompetent to punish the city for voting him out of office.
Let's hope Trump doesn't hear this, Philip. We don't give him any idea.
That's right. But Lil, did you see the mistake they made when he's, Andy Howe's like crossing his name off on the door there?
Yeah.
It doesn't
That
say.
wasn't a mistake. That was a subliminal message.
It doesn't say Sarah. It doesn't look like it's supposed to say Sarah S. and Gordon or Sarah Gordon. It looks like it's saying Barbara Gordon.
Barbara, right.
That's a subliminal. Don't worry about it.
Subtext.
Like, remember that time they named their kids after each?
Yes.
She was just
Yes,
terrible.
Jim Gordon and his first wife Barbara named their kids James and Barbara. Egomaniac. Oh Lord. There's Batman Forever. There's an ad in here for Batman Forever.
Ah.
At least it's not Batman and Robin. That's all I'll say.
I cry.
Chris O'Donnell needs a place to live. He's a 30-year-old orphan.
I mean, they were keeping true to the spirit of, Batman 66. Where it was at least 50.
So the mayor's like, yeah, don't worry about the job, Andy. Let's go to lunch. Because Batman tries to call. He's like, yeah, he's useless. So
Just looking at this Ebola Gulf A virus, the apocalypse virus, it's pretty cool because later on, it's kind of consistent, the pattern. You know, you don't pick it up at the beginning, but it's there. For anyone with a keen eye, you can see the answer.
Oh, and I just love how Batman's
What was the question? Ultimate Spider-Cat.
We need this. I think Contagion just needs the answer in it, and I'm talking about that guy.
Yes. But I just love Batman's like, I need more information. I'll just break into a military base. That's
Yeah.
a big thing.
Got a cool glider. I like it.
That's right. It's not shaped like a movie thing, but it's pretty cool.
Like a stingray. Why are there bats following him?
It's night, man.
You gotta create this shadow for the shadow of the bat. Hello.
Shadow. Of course.
Or I was gonna say, I wonder, is that either A, artistic license, or B, do you think maybe he has like something that make the bats follow him? Because could that confuse any radar? I mean, he's probably still too low.
That could be it.
Could the bats confuse the radar?
That could be it.
Sonar.
Actually, yeah.
Sonar.
Sonar, because bat. I get it.
Sonar.
Also, they're giving him a cookie to break the bad news. So I like that panel, obviously. I'm like, yes, have a cookie.
Oh my Lord! I just love Batman like breaking in, blow dart one guy, giving the other guy a Vulcan neck pinch.
Oh yeah. And then he suits up and he keeps his cowl on. How does he fit his ears under there?
Was that why the top of the thing looks all pointy?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it does actually. Well done.
Well, I mean,
well done.
I mean, you have that like glass or plastic on the front. So I mean, if he took off his mask, you'd be able to see. Oh, Bruce Wayne.
Just put on some glasses. It'd be okay. They would never know.
Yeah.
Oh, Matches Malone should have broken in. Oh.
Matches Malone.
Yes, that's Batman's Jake Lockley.
Ah, right.
See, little
Okay.
dude,
This is undercover persona, yes.
Right. Wow, I didn't know he had one.
he doesn't drive a cab, but yes, it's his underworld undercover. Yes.
Cool.
But yeah, we see this army doctor.
He ain't looking too good, is he?
Nope, looking like the Brute at the beginning.
Kind of looks like.
Quasimodo zombies.
Looking kind of like Bane's ugly brother.
Deadpool had a baby.
Looks like he had a big night.
This is your ally.
I think Lilith listening to this later on.
Thank you.
So yeah, we get all these rich people. Oh, we should lock ourselves in the tower. Blah 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 blah.
You know, I do like how they the art they use that spray ink effect for the. It really does look disgusting. You know, when people sneeze.
Yeah.
And it goes pretty far. Sneeze goes pretty far.
Oh, yeah. Because I think, what is it?
The force that it comes out of your head, like that's why you can't sneeze with your eyeballs open or they'll blow out of your head. That's why you have to, like, it's an instinct to close them.
That's what I was going to say. Because what is it? They say cough leaves your mouth at what, like 200 miles an hour or something?
Something crazy like that, yeah.
Oh, man. Look, Batman's calling back to the cave. I know Lilith's going to comment on this if I don't. Lilith, Tim does not skip leg day, huh?
No, he does not.
Oh, jeez.
Good for him.
Far out.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
I mean, how are you supposed to do this? Lilith, like
Giggle quality right there.
I swear he's not more than like 14 or 15 here, man. That is the most jacked.
So he's got a lot of, listen, that's a lot of human growth hormone that's occurring naturally, and he's making the best of, he's got Batman, he's giving him the regimen.
Is that some black market
physical condition?
Is that some black market venom?
Probably.
Well, he's also, this is the 90s, right? He's got pouches on his gloves.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's what they gave Nightwing that too for a while. But he didn't have a utility belt, so that made sense.
Right.
Well, that utility belt really doesn't have much. It's really for flair and flourish. Let's just all be honest.
Are you saying the Bat Family are a bunch of fancy men, Lilith?
They might be related to Superman. I'm just saying. The whole Krypton fancy man theory, it's all coming together.
I'm not a fancy man.
Yeah, like Lil said, he gets a cookie, but he loses his appetite.
Oh, yeah. Tosses it back into the bowl. That's why he's Robin. Look at that.
Oh man, yes, this is peak 90s Lils, because look. Ad for Kingdom Come.
Never not tired of Kingdom Come, though. That's the only difference.
One of Lilith's favorites, yes. But yeah, so all the rich people are in favor of locking themselves in and letting the poor people die, but...
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look how timely and apropos that is.
They just have to release a song now. Imagine, on social media.
Ray with a controversial stance on Gal. Oh, wow. But I was gonna say, or I was waiting for him to say, "Oh yeah, we'll lock ourselves in. Let's sacrifice some people's grandparents. Who cares."
Well, he gets taken down by a birthday present, so
Well, his pilot too is sick, so.
Oh yeah.
Get for your fancy private jet.
All right.
And he tells them right from the get-go, you need a survivor for those sweet, sweet antibodies.
That's a good setup issue. That was a good first issue.
I know. I love how you were like, oh, it's 11 or 12 parts. See, if this was written today, this would be like 25 parts.
Dude, this would be a year-long event. Are you kidding me? Going through every single book, not just the Batman book. It'd be Metropolis's hit, Twin Cities, Flash's Central City's hit. Yeah, Paradise Island gets hit.
They have something for Green Lantern to do. Yeah, it'd be it, and who'd be writing the whole thing, right?
Bendis.
I don't know about that one.
Oh my lord! For a second.
That was just my soul dying a little bit more. It's fine. Part two is Detective Comics 9-5. The gray area. The best area to work in, if you ask me, but it might just be me. Batman escapes from the military enclave while the residents of Babylon Towers discover that they have not saved themselves by sealing themselves in, since Daniel Maris has unknowingly brought the virus with him. The virus carried by Maris's pilot is also out in Gotham City itself. Batman and the residents of Babylon Towers learn of a survivor of a previous outbreak named Kendall Stewart. Robin is sent in pursuit of this man, while the Dizzians of Gotham Underworld are offered $5 million if they can track him down. So naturally, when Robin arrives at Stewart's last known location, he encounters Catwoman. Meow.
And I noticed in this one, so she's got like, 'cause she's had a fair few different costumes, right?
It's very
how does this one?
if you ask me.
Yeah, how does this one rank in your? Because you guys know her better than. Is this one of your favorite costumes of hers, or?
This is one of the worst. Probably, I mean, she wore this for pretty much most of the '90s. Well, so, I mean.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so this one's big in my mind just because it's probably, you know, when I started reading comics, this was the one she's wearing more than anything, because I don't think she switches costumes again till the Brubaker series, and what was it, the early 2000s?
Yeah.
That's when she gets the goggles and that, like,
yeah, that's
suit.
cool.
Yeah.
That's actually my least favorite look, is the goggle look.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I like the purple suit, but yeah, I like the Brubaker one too.
You know what suit I like best? It's the Batman Animated Series costume. Hands down, her best one. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, she kind of wore a variation of that in like the late 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the pre-crisis one with the skirt.
I hate when they put female superheroes in skirts. It's like Supergirl. Like, no.
Oh, she had like knee high.
She had a mini skirt.
No, it was kind of long, but she had like those big knee high boots too.
Yeah. The only person that can get away with it is original Wonder Woman. It's the only one that can get away with it. It's the only costume that makes sense for Wonder Woman. Just saying. Anyway. But yeah, this is a pretty iconic look. I love they use the whip a lot more in the 90s too. Just saying.
Well, isn't that a thing? Like as the tail, right? Like the cat thing. Same with Felicia. Black cat. But anyway, look, art, Tommy Lee Edwards, fantastic. I love the art in this issue.
Yeah, he wasn't like the regular penciler even. I don't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so
he just works. Yeah, he just works really well with the colorist. I mean, he always seems to have dynamic colors.
Yeah, he's pretty much a fill-in artist, but yeah, he did a pretty good job.
I like the construction of the panels though. Like sometimes, like people they don't think about it, and it kind of messes up the flow of the comic.
Yeah,
a little bit. This is like very fast paced. It's very like direct. It like leads you to where they want you to go. There's no question about it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Batman's breaking out of the army base, the military base now, and heads back to Gotham. Basically, meet me at the tower, Robin. It's not good.
General DeWitt is dead. Nah.
It was coming. He was sick.
yeah.
But yeah,
The hand up there, like.
Talk to them.
We're at DEFCON 4, people. Where's the siren fellow?
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Batman and Robin's spying on the rich people.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know. Let's put out a bounty for a cure. That's not going to cause any trouble.
Has he met Gotham? Like seriously?
Like rich people have common sense, love. Come on.
Oh yeah. And so the guy Maris as well. He's revealed to have the clench.
Out of the clinch.
Oh my lord! Just I don't know. I don't know. The Bullet Golf A sounds cool, but it's just like I don't know.
Out of the gooch.
Sorry, head. No, the clench just sounds like I don't know, like a bad.
The clap.
Maybe
Yeah.
I thought it sounded more like you got a bad case of something.
Exactly. That's how I think. That's how I. It's like it's yeah.
So yeah, Maris has it. Then we see the pit. Again, his pilot has it. Meanwhile, he's home with his family.
Yeah, pretty sad. A little girl,
Wife.
and the wife. He's bleeding.
See, this is worse than Corona because at least people aren't bleeding from their eyes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be a lot more panic, I think, if we had something like like this.
See, I'm used to stuff happening up here, but not down there, or vice versa. Man, we're all dealing with Corona all around the world.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's crazy.
But at least the sea turtles can give birth in peace. So there's that.
There's always a silver lining, isn't there?
Yes, I try to find it.
Lil is like my armadillo legions are multiplying without interference.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of Barbara Gordon, there's Oracle.
I really hated that initially, honestly, but they turned it into something good, honestly. But at first, I was just very against it.
What, with Barbara turning into the Oracle?
And how it happened. It was like, first of all, it's supposed to be not a canon story, so how dare you? I was fine when it wasn't a canon story, but over the years I've mellowed out on it.
Just that that period right after Crisis, Ray's learning post Crisis. Yeah, right after Crisis, it seemed like DC wanted to get rid of all they got rid of Supergirl, they got rid of Batgirl, they wanted to get rid of those the female counterparts to the But yeah, then they built Oracle up into this thing, and then New 52, they changed her back.
Oh, now that's why I mellowed out on it, because I was like, oh, it could have been done much worse. Look at this. Thank you, New 52.
Thank you for showing us it could be worse in New 52. So yeah, they're saying they're looking for a survivor and everything, and Oracle to prevent another outbreak, and he's like, there's already been another outbreak. Awesome.
Yeah. Too late. It's out.
And of course, the rich people are panicking, and oh, hey, Penguin's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Buy all the toilet paper?
Probably does.
That it is?
That would be crappy of them.
Oh, hit the Mancona button.
I didn't. Yeah, the Penguin's going to take advantage. There's one panel, but see, Ray, that panel down there? Alone with the match hanging out of his mouth.
Oh, is that him? Okay, I wonder who. I thought it was
It's not an ironic. It's not an ironic nickname. Yes, he always has a match hanging out of his mouth.
Right. I thought it was actually an in joke from the artist. I thought it was someone's a writer's face or something. Yeah. Because it seemed very distinct. But okay.
Yeah, it's matches.
Matches.
Honestly, kind of looks like Robert Downey Jr. Just gonna throw that out there.
Does.
Go put that into the universe, man. Oh, can you imagine Pattinson disguises himself in the movie and they bring in Robert Downey Jr. to play him in disguise?
Robert Downey Jr. ain't going nowhere from that sweet, sweet Disney money. I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah. Gonna hover around it, yeah.
You know what, Lil? I cannot wait for the next episode of Last Sons of Krypton when I hear Ray saying, Connor, do you know about this matches Malone? I just learned it.
I will, yeah. I reckon Connor probably won't even know who Matches Malone is.
Oh, he's not
he might.
Fan?
He's not. No, he doesn't read Batman that much. Yeah.
I mean, he's been in different forms. I mean, they had matches in at least an episode or two of the animated series, right, Love?
Yeah. Lighter Malone, Pipe Malone.
What?
Kindling Malone.
Post Malone. What?
No.
No.
No, not even that level. No. But yeah, we just see people. We just see people, all the rich people dying.
Okay, no, this is the line that sums up the issue perfectly. Now I gotta convince a total stranger to come with a kid wearing a mask. That sums it up. That's it. Go home.
And it's like at this point we're starting where it's like, Batman sends Robin to find the survivor. Well, Robin and Alfred, but it's like, a lot of these issues, since they take place outside of Gotham, I think Robin and Catwoman and even Azrael kind of like steal the spotlight away from Batman in this story.
Like I said, it was a cash grab to produce more sales. It was Batman never needs help unless it's Batman Incorporated. # still better. But so like this was definitely designed for the other books to get other characters to get the light shined on them a little bit more.
Well, that's what I was saying too. I mean, I think it was to boost sales on Detective and Shadow the Bat too, because they never sold it. I mean, I'm sure they did good numbers, but never what the Batman book did.
Well, no book's gonna do that. He was outselling Superman at that point, so which was like crazy, but that's what happens when you kill him and then you put in 4 books for no good reason. # still better.
Excuse me.
What the hell? Wait, this.
I know. It's like, I'm done. Cheeky buggers.
Cheeky buggers.
All right, my boy Wonder, would you like to do the synopsis for part 3?
Absolument. Part 3. Robin 27, natural born healer. Robin clashes with Catwoman, both of them looking for plague survivor Kendall Stewart, though for very different reasons. He soon realizes that the most efficient way of finding Stewart will be to work together with Catwoman, a measure Alfred is somewhat dubious about. Meanwhile, the Clench continues to claim many victims, including the Palmoy family, and one of the most recently infected is Montoya's boyfriend, Johnny. Panic sets
she'll
in.
get over it.
Well, yeah, that kind of confused me a little. Panic sets in as news of the plague is broadcast and exit and entrance to Gotham forbidden. Robin and Catwoman track down Kendall Stewart, but so does mercenary Tracker, who attacks them intending to take Stewart himself. Azrael, sent by Batman, also arrives on the scene.
Oh yes, that's right. At this point in history, Montoya was
I'm here for Nick.
Yes.
But listen, sexuality is fluid. Okay? Sexuality is fluid. Don't judge her. We all make the terrible mistake of stopping at the meat market first. It's fine.
Oh, we make the mistake, Lil Hellfire.
I just swear off all human beings in general, but she was still finding her way, as you do.
That's right.
Oh, the way has been paved now with Johnny out of the picture, so it's.
Boys, they just bleed from their eyes.
Wait a minute. Why feel sexual tension between Catwoman and Robin in that first interchange? Like, you've got the speed to keep up with your role model. I'm like, easy, lady, easy.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about it, it's really weird now because Bruce and Selena are engaged now, so it's kind of like and since this came out, Bruce has adopted Tim, so that's like his future, like adopted, like
stepmom
or
whatever.
Yeah.
Weird.
But
he's also really young here, though, isn't he? As well, what is he? 15,
13,
or something?
14.
13?
I think like
Jeez.
15. Yeah. So I know he wasn't old enough to drive yet. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, there's like Moby Dick. There's books in here. They got a John Grisham novel. I find that interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It was the 90s.
Quantum mechanics. What else we got? Logic
methods. Yeah.
But yeah, Catwoman's after the reward for
naturally.
Mm-hmm. Eye on the prize. It's really nice art as well. A different, again, quite a change. I mean, I know it's a different title, but yeah, I kind of like this art.
Yeah,
this is a lot more smooth, a lot more fluid.
Yes, by Mike Waringo. May he rest in peace. Yeah, he did a lot of Batman, Spider-Man stuff in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the facial expressions that he captures in this book.
Yeah. Robin just dumping a whole sofa on Catwoman. That's pretty heavy stuff. She seems okay with.
Oh my God! Ever listen to the Jerky Boys? Yes, I have, and it's glorious, and you should too.
Oh yeah.
I just love Alfred. He's like, "You're not seriously going to work with Catwoman, are you?" I'm thinking,
he's a teenage boy, and she's in a really tight bodysuit and thigh highs.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
And it's 90s. She's built like Pam Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be making any excuse to kind of team up.
Oh,
I'm sure.
the whole of Gotham City's about to die. I think that's a pretty good excuse, though, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
To save everyone I know and love, I have to work with this supermodel-looking chick? I guess so.
They're all Damians at the end of the day. Let's just be honest. Yeah, Damian's a perverted little creep, if you don't know.
Oh, is he? Is he like cocky? Is that Damian's
Oh
attitude?
yeah, that is his hallmark for sure.
Yep.
Has he been anything else other than a Robin as well, or just always Robin?
No, he basically just came in as himself, and then not too much later is when everyone thought Bruce Wayne was dead and Dick Grayson became Batman, and then he offered Damian the Robin job, and that's when Tim Drake became Red Robin. Yum.
Red Robin.
Yes, Red Robin.
Did you know the fries are gluten free?
Yes, they are. But appreciates that greatly. Those bottomless fries that they refill for you for free.
Nice.
Fries, yeah. Make me hungry, love.
Sorry.
We get a classic Batman threatening Penguin scene.
Mm-hmm. So does Penguin actually do? I mean, not this particular story, but does he do much? Does he have gadgets like Burgess Meredith in the '60s show? Does he, or is he always kind of like more on the legal side of things and try to?
See, he used to be like a criminal, and he had the tricked out umbrellas and stuff. But then, some point in the '90s, here like this, like he got like the nightclub, and he tried to be like the kingpin, where he's like act legitimate and stuff. Yeah.
And then you see the Tracker. I think the Tracker is pretty cool.
Pure '90s, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Quite driven. Going for the pay packet as well.
Long Shadow. Can we be more like on the nose?
Yeah.
We get it. He's an indigenous person. We get it.
Yeah.
Long
exactly. Jeez.
That was Phil's personal opinion. Apparently.
Hey, you call me Long Shadow. I don't care.
I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger.
So much fun in this episode. And then the whole morgue gets shut down because they have the so all the victims there. Oh, and look, Montoya and the boyfriend. Oh, why's your eye bleeding?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a,
I think that'd be a sign. Let's get
serious
immediately. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, why is the eye hanging out of the socket? Oh, I don't know.
Well, she said this wasn't much of a date, and she was right.
Just waiting for that eyeball to pop right
out of the gooch. And a little bit here with Robin and
Alfred
quoting the classics. Alfred, he's all class, isn't he? This guy, Alfred. All class. Appeasement is feeding a crocodile, hoping he'll eat you last. I don't even know what that's from.
Churchill.
Oh, he's mentioned. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Costume.
Oh yeah, Catwoman. Of course. Hey, let's sell some more toys. Let's get Catwoman.
Yeah.
Into the snow suit. You like it?
More like Dagger. than Black Cat, but it's fine.
I guess it has some thermal qualities. I mean, other than that,
I
it's
don't think
different.
so, sir.
Well, camouflage. That's all it does.
Extra oxygen. I mean, look at that chest capacity.
Big lungs. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Oh my lord, you think that's bad? You should see. I don't think he did any of these issues, but Jim Ballant in the '90s was drawing the regular Catwoman book. Oh my lord, looked like there's some. She was smuggling basketball.
Those should definitely be hid under a young boy's mattress. You don't want those out in the open.
Really?
Like smuggling basketballs every issue. Yeah.
Jeez. 3 heads. It's crazy.
Whoa. Whoa. You fit right in. But yeah, Robin's all worried about, what if Batman finds out he's working with Catwoman, but then Batman calls in Azrael because
he's like, Robin won't approve of this, and I'm like, well, he's off doing something you wouldn't approve of either, so fair's fair.
Well, why? Just because Azrael choked out Robin in Nightfall, we'll get there.
Spoilers.
Exactly. But over at Wham TV, what?
Well then, there's our subtext for the issue.
What? Playboy TV?
Jitterbug.
Yeah, I was about to say the guy looked like George Michael as well. So.
And of course, with every plague, there's ratings. So true. It's so true.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
All your local newses are all happy that this is, like, oh yeah, they're gonna tune in, buddy. And look, Montoya's calling the boyfriend, but
maybe we can do a little something tonight. Look at Harvey in the bag.
I know. Who knew Bullock could get the leg that high?
Right.
Andy Howe.
I'm telling you, they love that Dick Tracy theme for Harvey. I'm just noticing it now. That yellow and red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dick Tracy, he let himself go, yeah.
Have you seen the Warren Beatty movie? No.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
That's fired.
This is actually one of my favorite movies. So.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I haven't seen it in ages, but I like the colors.
If for nothing else, Lilith loves it just for the title alone.
I'm here for Dick. Grayson, that is.
Tracy. But yeah, the guy.
Oh, look at him ride that snowmobile. Yeah. Bouncy.
Wow, she's talking about the teenage boy. I think Lilith Hellfire's getting a bigger kick out of Catwoman than anybody.
I'm just here for exaggeration for the people that can't see the pages.
Yes.
But yeah,
they paint a picture.
Paint the word picture, yes.
Yeah, they track down Kendall Stewart, but then Tracker tracks them down and gives them the old Three Stooges. The old smacks her head.
Bang.
But as Tracker's about to get away with Kendall Stewart, who shows up at the door?
Moon Knight.
Oh!
Oh, sorry, Azrael.
I think they're both about the same for Lilith.
So what's the deal?
What?
Moon Knight is more tolerable, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Fight me, Moon Knight nerd.
Oh.
She's more tolerable. Yeah, right. All right. So, yes, that brings us to part 4, even though it says part 5 on the cover. Part 4, Catwoman 31, Flesh and Fire. Hey-oh.
I want to take a pill for that.
Oh. Catwoman, Robin, and Azrael get Kendall Stewart, survivor of the clench. Away from the mercenary Tracker, but Robin and Stewart then have to deal with a gang of gunmen who eventually succeed in shooting their quarry. Before he dies, Kendall Stewart tells Robin that there were 2 other survivors of the previous outbreak. Robin takes
Convenient.
what?
Convenient.
Exactly. Robin takes a sample of his blood and returns to Gotham, while Catwoman and Azrael set off to find the other survivors, using Tracker's car to do so. Meanwhile, back in Gotham, Batman calls in the best hero ever, Nightwing, and Montoya discovers that Johnny has died of the clench.
That's that for her.
No more men.
First and last for her, possibly.
I don't know about first, but last.
Oh, okay, last. Yeah, definitely
Now,
last.
this cover is super cool. So.
Yeah. Accurate as well with the story. Sometimes you know how covers.
Oh,
don't.
I think that might be a balanced cover. Yeah.
I see what you mean.
I mean, I don't know how she has such a center of gravity. I don't know.
He does the thumbnails as well for the whole issue.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the typical, so I don't know if he has like a different inker here, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Azrael busts in on the party. Don't worry, Robin.
He's a party pooper. That's what he does.
Always helping with Tracker.
In the most flamboyant, obnoxious way ever, but okay.
Well, he didn't say he was ever subtle. Look at Catwoman taking down Tracker on page 4, and I don't think he minds. Does it? Oh my lord.
Yeah, and this is this is a prime example of like attacking first, right? And not asking what the situation is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I love Azrael. He's like, you're the thief who calls herself Catwoman. They met during Nightfall. Spoiler.
No, he got hit. He's pretty concussed. Let's be honest. He gets hit in the head a lot. Just cut him a break.
I mean, he is very dumb. Maybe it's just because he's wearing the white costume. Maybe. And she's like, we've met, right? At least he's wearing a different costume, so of course she doesn't recognize. Azrael, Catwoman and I are working together, and I'm going to yell at Batman when I get back to Gotham for involving you. Yeah, so Robin runs out with Kendall Stewart. Catwoman and Azrael are just
a bit more of a fracas.
Money, you look only for a reward. I love Tracker. 5 million. Penguin's only paying 1 million.
Yeah, he's got the short end.
You know.
Oh yeah, Penguin's a thrifty businessman.
Yeah.
The snowmobiles get blown up. So Robin.
Yeah.
Stewart.
The goons
on the skis.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, goons firing machine guns on skis. I'm like, who sent you, Flag Smasher?
Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty cool scene anyway. I like a lot of this action. A lot happening, and then you got the three inside, just having a go at each other.
And then Batman visiting his good friend Jim Gordon.
Jimmy.
Basically saying, yeah, I know you're not commissioner until January, but just take it. Just start barking orders. That other guy's an idiot.
Incompetent. And then a little joke. This is obviously this must be an ongoing thing. Batman just always disappearing from Commissioner Gordon. They even mention it in the movies, right? Gary Oldman says it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. When Batman disappears, yeah, he always does.
Yeah.
Robin taking down the goons. See, Ray.
Goon Squad.
He's capable.
Oh yeah. I've got newfound respect for Mr. Drake. He's done well, and like I was mentioning off air before, his relationships with young Ari. He's got a lot on his plate, the young fella. So good on you. He's good.
Love the Drake.
Love the Drake. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But Azrael, Catwoman, Tracker all working together because they're like, hey, if this guy gets killed, none of us gets paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who sent
And
you?
like, yeah, and the old cyanide pill in the mouth.
Oh, this is. I was gonna say, boy, these guys must be getting paid a lot, but these guys might be from Saint Dumas because.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't do that if you're just a merc, unless this merc was particularly stupid. Just. Oh yeah, I like how Catwoman always calls Azrael Choir Boy.
Yes.
Yeah. But here we go. Kendall Stewart. Poor fella. He doesn't last long. I thought he would have been as Lilith said, convenient. There's another 2 people, so he wasn't going to last too long. But I thought he would have at least made it to Gotham. But not to be.
Oh no, we got to drag this story out, Ray.
Yeah.
I think having 3 survivors was very tame.
This is only. Again, modern comics. There have been like 12 survivors.
12 survivors. God, one a month. You gotta.
Exactly.
So Robin's flying back to Gotham, and like, you didn't have faith in me. You sent Azrael. He's like, don't worry, come back to Gotham. We have more allies you're more comfortable with. That's right, the more than capable Mr. Dick Grayson. So Tim's like, oh, thank God.
I'm here for Dick Grayson. That is.
However you want to.
Well.
What?
The best line in the issue, I guess you like your coffee black. And I was like, rude, Gordon.
No sugar.
No sugar, no cream.
Yes. You got any almond milk?
Lactose intolerant.
I'm lactose intolerant.
If I drink that, Jim, I'm gonna be farting all over the place.
Yes, exactly. Kind of blows my cover.
So Azrael and Catwoman decide to team up, and then Montoya goes over to her boyfriend's apartment and finds him dead
and pale
and bloody.
What is it? Ghost.
Dead and pale and bloody. How many of men have ended a date with both?
Don't worry about that luscious grass in my backyard. Don't you worry about it.
Wait, what?
You know, dead bodies make good fertilizer. It's fine.
Oh, heard luscious grass. I was like, wait, what?
Sorry, look, this is not Wayne's World. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm sorry.
My sweet summer child. Yes, my sweet summer children. I love you all.
All right, so who's part 5 here?
Lilith, I think.
Wait.
No, Lilith, I think. Didn't you? You did Flesh and Fire, didn't you?
Yes, I did. No, wait.
Philip did that.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's on me. Requiem for an Immortal. Part 5. Azrael number 15. Catwoman and Azrael pursue one of the 2 remaining survivors of a previous clinch outbreak. A gangster called Fong, who is currently operating from Chicago. Tracker soon catches up with them, and the 3 decide to continue together rather than waste time squabbling among themselves. When they catch up with Fong and explain why they'd like a sample of his blood, he decides to prove his immortality to them, believing he will live forever since he survived the plague, and dies as soon as he plunges a knife into his heart.
I love I was gonna say, I love how you got the Fong, and you're like, oh, Fong, really? Come on, Lil, Penny O'Neill.
Back in the 90s, I was a racist comic book writer.
Poor Fong. Fong.
Fong, fong, fong.
There's
Too late.
and a new Ray drop is born.
But what a fool, eh? I mean, anyway. I can see what Denny O'Neil was trying to do, some sort of above other human beings, and he seems to be the survivor. But we get the introduction of the Inuit, Linaire. It's pretty cool.
Hey, why does he kind of look like Jackie Chan? Is it just me?
Because it was the 90s, Lilith.
Yeah. And he was the only Asian in the 90s. We all know that.
Bruce Lee was gone, yes.
John Cho would like to have a word with you, but it's fine.
Oh!
He was only doing TV then, so fine.
Oh, but
is that... That was White Castle you're talking about, yeah? John Cho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but the artist on this, I mean, no matter what you think of the Azrael at this time, the stories, Barry Kitson, I love that art.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
He was also doing doing Superman in the 90s.
Okay.
The lettering, though, is kind of a weird choice. I've never really cared for the Azrael aesthetic with the fonts and stuff. Like, I'm just like, it's just like a try too hard kind of thing. That was like my only like little note about Azrael. It's like, yeah, they're trying too hard. That's all.
Hey man, try this new book. Check out that groovy lettering.
You know, I'm a total package kind of girl. I look at the inking, the coloring, the lettering, everything. It's an aesthetic experience, a comic book, especially back when I used to hold them in my hands opposed to digitally. It's like a whole thing. So, you know.
So many drops this episode. I'm a total package girl. I love to hold them in my hands. Oh my God. I'm spending days just cutting this episode up between the two of you.
Keeping with that theme, anyone notice that Azrael, where his eyes are lingering? You know, there's that photo. Well, not the photo. There's the panel where they're in the car.
Yeah, for a cat nap.
Mm-hmm. Azrael, eyes up, boy, eyes up.
We just had this happen when we were discussing Suicide Kings 2 on the Wage World podcast.
Oh, right. Really?
Eyes up here.
Yeah, eyes up here, yeah.
Well, again, like I said this afternoon, Lilith, I mean, can you blame his eyes? Those things probably have their own gravitational pull.
For eyes and penises, I'll say it again, yeah.
Lilith, this isn't Wade's World.
Out of the gooch. This is a medical term. You can look it up. It's fine.
Dong is a medical term. Fight me, nerds.
So yeah,
you get a little bit better detail on Catwoman's camouflage suit too, though. I did enjoy that part.
I'm sure you did.
And how's this though, Tracker? Talk about. I thought he was a real bastard here. She's sleeping. Friggin' haymaker. He just whams her.
That's a wake up call you'll never forget.
Yeah. Oh man.
I thought you were gonna say, how did he track them down? I was gonna say, get it, tracker. But yeah,
pretty.
I'm gonna kill
She's
you.
not a real cat, apparently, because a cat would have never happened if she was a real cat. Just saying.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she would land on her feet. Okay. But I just love. I'm gonna catch you, Azrael, with this big knife.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that he's getting $2.5 million. Nobody's getting the full price here.
Yeah, because Azrael called Oracle. Did your friend call back? Yes. Fong has surfaced in San Francisco.
He has a dot anchor near the Golden Gate. He's balling.
Fong is chilling on a yacht that, right under the Golden Gate.
Shirt off and karate pajama pants. Good for him.
Big smile. You know, he's invincible, baby.
All fancy with no nipples.
Yeah.
You know, smooth like a Ken doll. It's fine. It's a thing. People actually have surgeries to have that removed, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
The more you know. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Lois. The more you know. Nice aircraft you chartered. Oh, the choir boys footing the bill. No, I think Bruce Wayne's footing the bill. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We can't say that.
I know. Well, you could almost say that. It'd be like, hey, Bruce Wayne's funding Batman and all his allies because, hey, the city's about to die. Be, almost like a Batman Incorporated love.
No, it's too soon.
I know.
That's a great book. Like, honestly, Ray, if you wanted to, like, knock this nonsense out, you should read Batman Incorporated.
Batman Incorporated? Okay.
Yeah, it gets stopped abruptly, but the few issues that we had is glorious. It's just like kind of like Batman Around the World. I don't know if you ever watched which one was it? Batman Brave and the Bold. They did a little short about it, and I was like, yes.
Ah.
Yeah, because basically it's like right before New 52. Yeah, Bruce Wayne comes out and says, "Oh yeah, I fund the Batman," and
Yeah.
all those guys, and then goes about like setting up like different Batmen in different countries.
Yeah, right. Cool.
My boy Luke gets to shine. That way.
Oh Lord. Oh, and as we're called Sister Lily.
Yeah, her costume's painted on, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
It was the 90s. It was a look.
Well, she spent like her whole life in the Order of Saint Dumas. She's basically like a nun, so that's like the first time she's ever been out in the real world. Went like
I bet say nuns dress like that. Jeez Louise.
Look at that big hair.
Yeah.
Look at that big everything.
Big hair, man.
Big phone.
With
big
a cord.
collar.
That phone with a cord on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wowza.
What is that?
They didn't even have cordless back then. Jeez.
Oh, what was that? Shut up, Ray. You're the oldest one here. I don't get to say that a lot, but I can say it tonight. You're the oldest.
No, I meant to say, what is that? Like, that is old. Like,
Yeah,
it's
old. This was what, 95? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But we haven't had people use the internet here, right? Yet? Or
I mean, he has a computer that searches for things across the world, but I don't think we're like actually like,
yeah.
naming. I mean, Oracle's a hacker, like by trade.
Yeah, so she's got that's a special deal.
You need some information. Here, let me check that for you.
Wait, I'm in.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. These days, you get like a 10-year-old kid to just freaking Google it. Google it in.
Siri or Alexa or Google Assistant. It's fine.
Yes, and just helpful tip for Ray and you other people: never check Lil Hellfire's hard drive.
Oh.
Not unless you like adult entertainment. No.
Right.
They're external. They're in a lockbox. It's fine. Not a maniac. It's just all scattered around the house.
All those terabytes of hard drives are locked away. I know.
I'm getting visions of that, those Area 55 or 51,
just room
the boxes.
Servers or Love Hellfire's porn, yes.
I don't know what they were aiming for this. Like, I guess Azrael was like trying to be like, stylish, high class espionage. Meanwhile, look at his suit. So like, it was always kind of like jarring for me for what they were trying to go for with Azrael. What was actually happening.
Well, I think that's why they changed directions around issue 50. They gave him like a more superhero-y suit, and
because like he just stands out, and not in a good way when you're looking at everybody else in the issue.
I thought you were going to say the ending was kind of like abrupt because they storm the yacht, and Fong's like, oh, they're like, we need you to come back to Gotham for your antibodies, and he's like, oh no, look at me, I'm invincible. Oh, maybe I'm not.
I think that he was just a little crazy.
Oh yeah,
a bit drunk on what he thought he had power, like the power that he thought he had. But yeah, it was a little bit abrupt, I think. But I think I think Denny O'Neil was trying to make that like a big, this was the big shock moment.
2 down, 1 to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who's doing part 6 here?
Yep. Tears of Blood. I don't care about who as long as Lilith does 696. That's all I care about. Here we go. Part 6, Batman 529, Tears of Blood.
Wait. Can you say it nice and clear so I can get the drop? What issue is this?
Batman 529.
Yes! Batman. I got a
Oh.
Batman.
You fell for it. You
Damn.
fell for it.
No, I'm gonna
Recorded.
out of that drop. Batman.
Hell of a lot of bleeps coming up in my show. Anyway.
I should bleep anytime you said Moon Knight this episode.
Yeah. As Robin, Nightwing, and Huntress attempt to quell the rioting on the streets of Gotham, the police department turned to James Gordon for leadership, ignoring Commissioner Howe, who is utterly useless. Meanwhile, Batman pays a visit to Arkham Asylum, where he asks Poison Ivy for help. Since she is immune to human viruses, she can take a possible antidote manufactured from the antibodies of Kendall Stewart's blood to the clench into Babylon Towers. Inevitably, once in, she decides to auction the antidote to the highest bidder, Moon Knight.
So yes, part 6. We see Robin parachuting back into Gotham. There you go. What?
Yowza. That was a whole ordeal.
So, all right, let's get Ray. What did you think of the Kelly Jones art in this issue?
Yeah, I was about to say because I've heard of Kelly Jones and the depictions of Batman. I thought it was just fun because I've never seen him so outlandishly done. Yeah. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sam Keith, just with that sort of art. But no, I like it just because of the point of difference, no pun intended, of how Batman's shown.
I did see. I really like his art on There's like a trilogy of Elseworlds. It's like Batman Red Rain, where like Batman gets turned into a vampire.
Right. Cool.
And that's Man-Bat was created, but nobody tells anybody anything.
What?
Man-Bat. That's the idea, right?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, we gotta do Red Rain someday. So yes, Robin brings back the blood. Batman's trying to make up some antibodies.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's his job.
And then we cut to Poison Ivy. Thoughts here? Introduction to Poison Ivy.
She's had better portrayals, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I love how they let her put the outfit on, but she still doesn't have shoes.
Well, no. Like, that's the thing. She's very earthy and connected to the earth. I get that. I get what
she seems like a powerhouse, right? I mean, they can't touch her. She's got poison or something. She's immune to all viruses. She's pretty much a badass, I reckon.
And depending what version some versions she can control like all vegetation and plant life too. So yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought that she did. But yeah, cool.
But yeah, she can just kill someone by touching them. Yeah. So yeah, Batman thinks he has a cure, but he wants to send someone in who's already immune. So he's sending in.
Good idea. We see. I've got to make comment. Nightwing. I guess everyone falls victim of the 90s and that huge ponytail. Nightwings.
Don't get Phil started on that one.
Well, I think they with you. What is that? The first issue of his first ongoing series. He's in a fight and someone just like cuts it off with a knife. So I they knew. They did.
I thought that they were doing that to differentiate between him and Tim for some reason.
Maybe. I think the ponytail started in Titans though. So.
Oh, okay. I thought it was meant to make him look more grown up or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or cool, because dudes with ponytails are cool.
Hey, I believe he lost the long hair before Superman. So.
Oh, that's a whole discussion. Okay, bring back the spit curl. Bring it back.
Oh yeah, man comes back comes back from the dead with a mullet. No. And no one questioned that Superman at this time had a mullet and Clark Kent suddenly grew a ponytail.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Oh, Ray, you have so much discovering to do.
Oh.
Lilith,
I love the mob scene though. That's great. I wish America would actually do that sometime.
What, burn everything down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Robin and Nightwing are trying to control that. And oh my lord, Lilith, once again, we get another scene. Characters in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
This is even the first time today. Jeez. Yeah, Batman.
The underworld. Get it? Get it? A labyrinth of filth. Discarded things. The journey through hell, you know, that whole thing.
Because that's how they're breaking into Babylon towers. And
yeah, Poison Ivy's very kind of playful here. Like, she doesn't seem too worried at Batman at all.
it's just the art. I guess she's climbing up through that tunnel or whatever, but it's like, how's she going to fit in that tunnel with that?
With all that butt and all that boobs.
All that booty. That Kelly Jones art.
I mean, that's actually pretty tasteful and tame comparatively to what we've seen.
True.
A lot of restraint, and I appreciate it.
Compared to Balance, yeah, that's a lot of restraint. So yeah, Batman, Robin and Nightwing are fighting the mob, and some
this is
blows green snot in Tim's face.
Yeah, and that's a big uh-oh moment, because
germs, social distance.
1.5 meters. What is it for you guys? Because you're not the metric system. What do they say? 6 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Lil, we need to go into our. Oh, well, you're not working right now. I was gonna say I've got to go into my work on Monday. Be like 1.5 meters. What?
Yeah. Confuse everybody.
Like, oh, you guys aren't
Americans.
Hip. You guys aren't hip. Metric system 1.5.
1.5 to stay alive. That's what I say.
Oh my gosh.
Hey. What's up? So the Nightwing and Robin are surrounded by the mob, but then, hey, look, where'd that dagger come from? It's Huntress.
Oh yeah.
I like her distant shot. I don't really like her close up art.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Ray, are you familiar with the Huntress?
No, only isn't she on one of the TV shows now or something? No, maybe got that wrong.
Well, she's made different appearances on. Well, she was a regular on Birds of Prey back in the day. She's shown up on Arrow a few times.
Yeah, I think Arrow is what.
Birds of Prey movie, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. And so, from what I gather, she's a teacher. Is that it? She's just a normal teacher.
She's a school teacher, but I don't know, her origin kind of mirrors Batman, like where her family was killed by criminals, but her family was part of the mafia.
Yes. So yeah.
They were criminals killed by other criminals. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that version of the Huntress. I like when she is the love child.
Oh, yes.
That's my favorite Huntress. And then to top it off, if she's married to Dick, that's great.
Oh. Phrasing. Yeah, pre-Crisis and certain other versions. Yeah, she was the love child of Bruce Wayne and Catwoman. So.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did she get so good at being a vigilante then? She hasn't got the money of Bruce Wayne or anything like that. Or does she?
They still had money because mafia money. Hey man, mafia money runs deep.
Well, yeah. After her family was killed, she was sent. What was it, to Italy, I believe, and distant relatives. Yeah, she was like training over there. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my lord! But yeah, Poison Ivy breaks into the Babylon towers and looks like I guess the people are having an orgy or something.
Oh yeah. They're having one of those rich people eyes wide shut kind of parties.
All the nursing homes are like have the most exposure in this thing. Seriously.
I like that there's someone in the conservatory, a weird woman.
As they're all laying there half naked. A weird woman.
Yeah.
So yes, they run to the conservatory. Meanwhile, Huntress is trying to help Nightwing and Robin until now the three of them are surrounded.
Backs against the wall. Outnumbered.
Those damn bat kids, I'll tell you what.
And Ivy's saying she'll cure these people for the right price. Top 10 bids.
Yeah, she kind of convinces them quite easily, doesn't she?
Well, another painted on suit, right?
Yeah, very much so. And the Batman's depiction here. This is very Kelly Jones, isn't it? Like,
what, the 6 mile wide cape?
Yeah, it's got like curls and everything,
a little Picasso background.
Oh yeah, it's actually quite nice. Yeah.
As the others are about to get killed, Batman just shows up. It's like, disperse now.
Yes. That was easy. Didn't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm. I sure hope I can do that when I grow up. I am grown up, and it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Oh my lord! Look at that John Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you see as they're walking away, the guy who coughed on Tim is now dead, laying there. It looks like dead.
Don't get your hopes up, people.
How dare you!
I can't, Philip. I can't.
All right. All right. So am I up for the next one?
Yeah, I reckon because.
All right, I catch you. Yeah, because Lilith will be part 8. All right, part 7. Batman Shadow of the Bat 49. Angel of Death. You know, Lilith Hellfire's nickname in high school. James.
Told you.
James Gordon is able to channel the anger of the Gothamites in a sensible direction rather than towards wanton destruction, while the costume heroes of the city deal with looters. Batman, followed by Gordon, goes in the Babylon Towers to discover what has become of Poison Ivy. It becomes apparent that the antidote does not work. Outside on the streets, Robin shows signs of being infected with the clench.
Catwoman.
Man, as if things didn't seem grim, man. Look at those first 2 pages.
Yeah, looking bad.
This author, I guess, is stuck in the tower and is like writing about the whole thing.
Yeah, he gets a little.
Even talk about the Lethal Weapon cover, bro. I love this. Him and Gordon. I'm too old for this. I was 3 days away from retirement.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool cover. Do you like it?
Gordon looking a little young there. Man, look at that. Wait, is that just the coloring, or it's like a little? Gordon almost looks like he has one of those Charlie Esser stashes.
Yeah, I think it's just the coloring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Charlie Esser stash.
You can be serious without your pants on.
Down with the tyranny of pants. The best phrase he ever came up with. Now look at this Poison Ivy. My goodness. This was no restraints.
They checked twice the width and the length. Look at that.
At least she's got some muscles in her arms, so there's that.
Yeah.
I need some muscle and some meat.
Put shoes on her in this one, though, Philip, since you were so concerned.
Just just the arch.
Magically got.
Look at the angle of that back too, man. Jeez.
Oh gosh, yeah, everything's wrong with it. Look where her neck kind of goes. It disappears. Onto her shoulder.
I'm just sick of male artists and their unrealistic expectations of what women are supposed to look like.
Crazy. But you were mentioning this author. He's got a little bit of an arc here, doesn't he? Just a little mini one.
Yeah, because he says, tells her, give me the cure and I'll sign the advance of my book over to you, $5 million.
$5 million.
Shark.
How long is Nightwing's ponytail? That's a long ponytail in one of those panels.
Look at the infinity sign.
I mean, I guess we were just watching the second movie, but it's like Branch, Justin Timberlake's character from Trolls, man. You know, he swings around on that hair.
Yeah, that's what it looks like he's doing. It's like instead of a cape, he's got a ponytail, homie.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, yeah. 6 Mile.
Talking about your spit curl, jeez.
Yeah.
Look at that. And that top panel looks like he's making the number 8 almost.
Yeah, exactly. And that other panel is like he's hanging from it.
Mm-hmm. And they're taking people out with a bulldozer that Tim's driving, but then Tim, Tim, are you all right?
He's got a headache.
Yeah, he falls off the...
It's jet lag. Got the clench.
Meanwhile, like Ivy's just spraying people willy-nilly. Like,
I know.
Don't even know what it is. Like,
well, she don't care.
Oh, it's meant to be the antidote. Yeah.
Ooh, she gets a Picasso and a Rembrandt. Solid gold statue. Nice.
Man, how did she think she was going to get this Picasso and Rembrandt out?
I mean, if they all die, to the victor go the spoils.
Yeah, I guess if you wait long enough, the whole city's going to die, yeah. Oh, but then, someone who gets sprayed starts coughing. The vaccine, maybe it doesn't work.
That's the author, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. And then look, then we get Gordon facing down the mob.
He looks tired and beat up. As usual.
But look at the faces of the mob at the end, at the bottom. Just got told off. And they're all sad. Yeah, all sad and sorry.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry.
And Bullock telling him, the cops will follow you even though you're not commissioner yet.
I mean, for commentating purposes, come on. It's Gordon.
Yeah. And then Poison Ivy's facing a mob. They're like, she's a fraud. It doesn't work. And she's like, wait, maybe the vaccine doesn't work, but I have my own immunity and I can pass it on to you.
Uh-oh.
Just starts pushing everyone.
What?
Don't fall for it.
Well, I look at that guy.
Don't let the boobs lure you in.
I think
exactly.
I think that guy's like, hey, man, if I'm going to die either way, man, what a way to go.
Look at his face. He's like, ooh, yeah.
Ooh, I'm not paying extra for the tongue, am I? Then Batman's outside. The riots are spreading. Oh,
it looks good. He looks good there. That nice shot of him.
He's lifting, bro.
Got that muscly neck. That's what we all want. A nice muscly
neck. Bulging neck. Yeah.
Look at those clavicles. I'm telling you, that's what all the girls are clamoring for. I need some muscle and some meat.
So yeah, Nightwing's like, you can't go in there unprotected. I don't have a choice.
Suit up.
Suit up.
Always wear protection. So yeah, he's going in, and Gordon sees him and follows him in.
Oh, Gordon.
Yeah.
We know you love him so much. We know.
Oh, jeez. And look, and the rest of them are outside. Oh, Tim passes out. Or at least
falls all the way. Could easily have died there.
Mm-hmm.
But Nightwing and his ponytail saved the day.
Him and Huntress, yeah.
And the Huntress, she goes. Is she meant to be like a religious thing as well? She's got the cross.
It's a crossbow, actually. It's not a cross. It's a crossbow.
Oh no, I thought she had a cross.
That's her weapon of choice.
No, on her chest. I thought that was.
Oh, no, I mean on it. Yeah, on her chest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she is. I think she is Catholic, also. I believe.
Well,
yeah.
Well, she's Italian, so of course she's Catholic.
Yeah.
Wait.
Rude.
Or are you stereotyping all Italians, little hellfire?
Not me. Them.
Don't make me get my wife in here. So yeah, Batman goes in, sees Ivy just sitting on a pile of cash, all Scrooge McDuck style.
Yeah, yeah, she's loving it. Wrapped in a fur coat. She's reached her end goal.
And I love she sends the rich guys after him. If you want any more cure, go stop Batman.
Cure, sure, cure.
And then outside, Tim's eyes start to bleed. Uh-oh.
Looks like he's smiling when he says it.
He's taking a selfie. Look at that. It's a mirror. I kid.
Oh Lord, I love it when you get angry, darling.
Okay. Look how he's grabbing her though. So I don't know. Got a firm grip on her behind.
Whoa.
He does. It's not my fault.
He does, he? Kind of really gotten in there.
Oh yeah, she's giving him a hard time till Gordon cold cocks her from behind with that gun.
Oh yeah.
They call that
Dang.
a donkey punch where I'm from, but maybe that's
What do you call it?
Don't Google that, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know which one. I know what you're talking. Yeah.
Ray's like, oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh Lilith.
The land down under knows what's up. It's fine.
Hell.
Nobody tell Rob.
Yes, please. Nobody. Sean, tell.
So Batman's tying up Ivy. Gordon, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of regrets, Batman, but the one thing I'll never regret is that we fought in the same war.
The love of the city is.
Don't you have a family still? I'm confused. Great
What?
job, Gordon. Gordon has a family, so I'm just like, bro, you're infected.
I know. You know, we forget James Jr. and, you know, he's on his second marriage. And oh, yeah, Barbara.
You know, as a cop, that's the life of a cop in a stereotyped way, you know?
Yep.
I'm just glad he's not an alcoholic. We'll leave that to Harvey.
All right, so Lilith, would you like to do the next issue?
Yes! Detective Comics 696, Babylon Falls. As Alfred treats Robin as best he can in the Batcave, the National Guard are called into Gotham. Meanwhile, Catwoman uses Oracle's help to track down the last known survivor of a previous clinch outbreak. Batman escapes from Babylon Towers along with James Gordon and now unconscious Poison Ivy. Really? We're just dragging an unconscious woman around? That's back where I'm from. That's what we call pulling our Cosby, but hey.
Oh, Lilith.
I know.
What do you do, leave it?
Am I supposed to get my medicine soon?
I mean, he didn't have to save her. He didn't have to kill her. He didn't have to save her.
Okay, Christian Bale. I don't have to kill you. I'm not going to kill you, but I'll have to save you.
I get it.
Uh,
Look at that great shot of Nightwing carrying in Robin in his arms and his ponytail flapping in the breeze.
Lilith loves that full page dick.
I'm here for Dick.
Heyo!
Hey-o.
Alfred.
He's burning with fever. Get some penicillin then.
I love it's like, oh, listen, we should call his dad. No, don't tell my dad. Not while there's still a chance.
Nobody tell Rob.
And poor Alfred has to, I guess, a highly stressful responsibility to try and look after Tim, who at this point they've got no cure, so it's only a matter of time. But Tim's still making jokes, so I think that's pretty admirable.
Mm-hmm.
Damn fools. Damn fools. Huntress sums it up. She gets the line of the night.
Just watch everybody riot. Oh, hey, at least Joker's back in Arkham.
Well, there's that.
Little mention, just in case anyone was wondering. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Did we have a
Look
Joker?
how tied up Poison Ivy is. That is it's an interesting way to tie someone a hog tie. Did he just hog tie her? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I think that's just putting the arms behind her back. Yeah. And then he throws her in a bag.
Well, she's used to a straitjacket, so it's fine.
True. Then he puts her in a hermetically sealed bag.
Hermetically sealed. Yeah.
Hey, man.
But it allows her to breathe, which kind of goes against the whole definition of hermetically sealed. So
It's a comic book. It's fine.
Hey, got to keep your greens fresh.
Oh!
Yep.
Noise.
And again, they're dropping hints that Gordon knows who he is, but these plausible
deniability.
You must have been a hell of a Boy Scout, or maybe your childhood didn't leave you time for things like that.
Mm.
I know you are, idiot.
Can't say.
But honestly, growing up in Gotham, all the kids' parents probably died. Let's just be honest. Like,
True.
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3.
It's an orphan factory.
Okay, Charlie. Yeah, then we see Tim in the cave, still bleeding from the eyes.
Yeah, not looking good. I see more dead people in the tower, right? With Batman.
And then a guy comes out. He's dying. My wife, she's dead. Called to heaven. So many people going here tonight. I won't be able to find her. So I'm going to send you ahead. I'm going to send you a perfect stranger ahead.
Yeah. It's gone a bit cray-cray.
Yeah, he's shooting at them, so Gordon has to shoot him and put him out of his misery.
Good
I love
shot.
how he's like, which one is Dante and which one is Virgil? And he's like, you're cool making classical reference at a time like this.
But yeah, I love they're gonna go out the window. How much do you trust me, Jim? It's like all these years, my career, my life, my sanity. For God's sake. Now let me ask you a stupid question. Okay, Ray, did you get this part where he goes? Let me ask you a stupid question. Are you the original Batman? Do you get why he asked that?
No, not at
Well,
all.
during Nightfall, he realized that it wasn't the original Batman, and then like a month or two after that, Dick Grayson took over for the first time as Batman, and then he realized that wasn't the original Batman either. So he felt betrayed. So at this point, he's like, "Are you? Yeah, should I trust you? Are you the original Batman? Yes. Okay, then I'll trust."
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good disguise. Like if you can't tell, but yeah.
Look, don't you trust this butthead?
No, not even a little bit.
So yeah, he swings them down to the street. I love that splash page of them.
That's a good splash page, yeah.
Yes.
Poison Ivy, awesome. She doesn't have to do anything. She gets a free ride. Down she goes.
But she lost all her riches and her fur coat. So there's that.
Picasso.
Life will hold fire, which is more than she deserves. All right, so let me see. Oracle.
This is the Oracle. Didn't she have purple hair in the other issue?
I think it was just the lighting, maybe.
Yeah, it was just the lighting.
From like computer screens or something. Yeah, no, she's a redhead.
And I don't know about you. That's how I use payphones as well. Just
picture of that.
Yeah. Oh, she's a cat woman, I guess.
How did you get my? Oh, a little Hellfire joke. How did you get this number? Oh, I just hit star 69.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh
yeah, so they're trying to find that third person still.
Yes.
Leonaire, the Inuit.
An Eskimo for the politically incorrect.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then Tim Drake again. He's another little Alfred. This is it's pretty cool. Alfred's he's always put on the strong face. He's kind of like the Rock. But yeah, you see a little weeping towards the end there.
Oh yeah. Let me see Gordon back with Bullock and Montoya as the city burns. But hey,
Yeah.
worst mayor ever. Mayor Kroll's infected now.
Yay!
Yeah.
Set him right. Lock him up! Lock him up!
Oh, jeez.
And out of the Gucci to you, good sir.
He's either infected or the Red Skull. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be
How
the
do you
red
start?
mask. Get it? Because
Oh,
black mask.
Black
you know,
Mask,
basically look like, yeah.
Get it? Then
I love how Harvey's such a terrible cop, but he's the only one that shows up with Montoya. So there's that.
and then Batman and Nightwing headed home,
Yeah.
having to outrun the National Guard in a tank.
It's got a cool Batmobile in this
Yep.
series.
Fast and Furious at the nitrous.
Oh yeah. There they
Vin
go.
Diesel would like to
Whoa.
have a word with you, Philip.
And that word is Groot.
Yeah, and it kind of sums it up at the end as well. Like this is a very different story, right? There's no real big villain. It's something that's unseen, and it's affecting everyone. They can't seem to stop it.
Oh yeah. All right, do we want to hit up that Batman Chronicles? Because I guess this is where it falls.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we each take? Because there's like 3 stories in there. Should we each like summarize a story?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll do the first one. Lilith, you want to do the Huntress?
Yes.
You know,
that sounds fine.
angry female anti-hero. Yeah, that seems like you. And then Ray can have the last one. All right.
Cool.
So yeah, the Batman Chronicles number 4. The first story, Hitman, because Batman encounters 2 hitmen while Gotham runs in fear of the plague. Tommy Monaghan tells him that his current contract is on a person called Thrax, you're welcome, who carries many deadly viruses in his blood as well as their antibodies. Both men chase Thrax, but he dies and his body has to be burnt, lest all the viruses in it are released. Batman goes back to searching for a cure, but knows he'll meet Monaghan again because the other hitman told him that Monaghan's next contract will be to kill the Joker. I'd be like, so. Good luck, sir.
Yeah.
So what do we think of that story?
I love this story.
It had a lot of people that I was very familiar with. You know, you got Christopher Priest, John Costanza. Yeah. One of my favorite letters. Mike Sellers on ink. So yeah.
Garth Ennis as well. Yeah, I loved it. I thought this was a really cool little story. It has, I mean, even the art as well by John McCrea. It kind of looks like it sounds weird, but it looks like a Garth Ennis book as well. Either that or a Neil Gaiman book because it's got this kind of different style of art. But I thought Thrax was pretty good.
And Hitman had his own book in the 90s, Ray?
No, I was about to ask, do we know more about him afterwards? Because they seem to be setting him up here, but no.
Yes, he has telepathy and X-ray vision.
Oh, okay. Right, that'll explain a couple of things here.
I really didn't read a lot of his book, but he showed up in different places. Like he showed up in an issue of Azrael later on. He showed up in JLA. Lilith, did you read JLA number 5 when they were doing that recruitment drive?
Oh yeah.
He shows up for one
so
page.
It's like they dug deep for that.
He shows up for like 1 or 2 pages because they're like recruiting for the Justice League, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're not material. Get out of here." And he's like, basically, "That's fine. I was in a room with my X-ray vision and Wonder Woman. I'm fine."
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, they had to drop him in there. He was a big 90s character. But yeah, like I said, yeah, like you guys were saying, it was good. Story, art, everything.
Yeah.
Nice little interlude.
Is Hitman around these days?
We'd never get we'd never get 3 stories together that wasn't an annual. Just saying. Nowadays.
Yeah, I reckon.
All right, well, if you want to do number 2.
Sure. Huntress exposure. Sounds promising, but it's really not, I promise. Huntress goes in search of one of her students whose family has all died from the clinch, but finds that she's too late to save him.
See, I like this one. It really tied in because it was like, what was it? The son of the helicopter pilot, like we saw in the first two parts. Yeah.
No, this was good. Yeah, it was a little bit of a sad story, but well told.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, like none of these were that long, but yeah, they're pretty for what they were. Yeah,
they're to the point, and they hit you right in the gut with the actual like up close human element of the fallout of the plague and stuff. So,
yes, it gives you another perspective, and that last page as well, pretty cool. What do you call it? Portraiture? Oh, I don't know. The strike and oppose Batman. They're really good.
I mean, they really get right down to it, and like quick and fast, and show you how they make the sausage. Hey, this afternoon, Lil told me, she's like, you gotta have a raid drop like every 10 minutes.
Well, this episode's been rife with drops, right? So, potential drops. So,
extra long episode. There's gonna be so many drops out of this thing.
Hey Phil, to quote this issue, you need some meat on those bones after what you've been through.
Whoa!
I need some muscle and some meat.
Big bazooka.
Big bazooka.
All right, Big Bazooka, give us the synopsis further.
All right, the third one's Beggar's Banquet. Suffering from the symptoms of the clench and cared for by Alfred, Robin dreams of a life where his mother is still alive and his family and friends know about his identity as Robin, totally supporting him in it. Another really nice, tight, short story, full of emotions. And it was good. You can't tell a story like this any longer than I reckon this, because it all hinges on that big idea that he's only dreaming it. But yeah, pretty cool.
Oh yeah, because I know that was like a big theme with Tim at that time. Is who's always like, should I tell my father who I am? Because it's like.
He was dreaming of a really good meal, by the way. I was like, roast leg of lamb, some potatoes and apple cobbler. Sign me up for this dream world.
Yeah.
He was a teenage boy, and all he was dreaming about was food, his girlfriend. It's like, hey, I'm on good terms with my dad.
So all his parents, his family, and all, they're all alive still. So there's no.
Well, at this
his mum's not.
At this point, his mother was dead, so that was like another. That's when he should have realized, hey, this is a dream. That's why he freaked out when he saw his mom. He's like, oh, Mom. Oh. Yeah.
Wait, am I dead? That's the first thing that I would have been like, wait, am I dead?
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't see Catwoman in this skin tight suit. This can't be heaven.
Yeah, exactly. Where is she?
But yeah, for what it is, Batman Chronicles was like the quarterly book, and you got a bunch of short stories. But I mean, this was a good issue.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was I liked it. Nice little anthology.
Oh yeah. All right, so who's up for part 9? I lost track. Oh well, Lilith did 696. So.
Back to you then, because I just.
To you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, part 9. We're almost there. Catwoman 32, Fever Pitch.
Yeah.
Fever nearly cures more cowbell. Using the information provided by Oracle, Catwoman tracks down the last survivor of the last clench outbreak. Lanier
and then it gets old.
Lanier Wee, an Inuit living in Miami. Sounds like Lilith. She rescues Lanier from a gang of drug dealers who have a grudge against her boyfriend and brings her back to Gotham, encountering Tracker on the way. However, she soon learns from Batman what he already knew. The blood of clench survivors is no good as an antidote, and Gotham seems to be doomed. So yes,
I do like Catwoman's day clothes. They're very cute.
I was gonna say, and she's like down in your neck of the woods.
The the boots and the jacket is overkill. You just need flip flops, a tank top, and some shorts. But it's fine. She put in some effort, and I can appreciate that.
You know, got to kill him for the disguise. But I love the cover. That could be a poster.
Oh yeah, the cover's really nice. Bones everywhere. City of the Dead. Nice little thing there with the tracker in the boot, and that guy just always with the bribing and the money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Miami, to be fair. I don't know if you know much.
And for one of you, for those of you uncultured Americans, when Ray says the boot, yes, he's in the trunk of the car.
Right. Yeah, sure. That's it. My apologies. Translation.
No, now the whole world's will it's the trunk and the boot. Okay, we got that. Whole world will understand us now.
I should have made something up. Like he's stuck in the combobulator.
The didgeridoo.
The kangaroo's pouch for the last time, guys.
Oh yeah. We all call it that. The old kangaroo pouch at the back.
7-minute voicemail. Tono, you better have another joke about Ray working at the boomerang factory.
You missed your opportunity. It should have been at a kangaroo burger joint. See, you guys are not on point.
McHoppers.
McHoppers.
But yeah, so Catwoman goes, like I said, looking for the survivor. She's shacked up with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
She has.
Oh.
Yeah, this looks about right. This looks about right for Florida in the 90s. Surfs up with a gun. That perfectly encapsulates it.
Some people wear sandals and flip-flops here at Love Hellfire. So wait. They shoot the boyfriend, take off with her. Catwoman's following.
Yeah. Really cool because it's very different.
Yeah, you can
it's
totally run out of rooftops. I love that quote.
Yeah, I like it. It's so different. There are no skyscrapers and high buildings. She's got to work with what she's got.
I'm sure that's true in 2020, but Lilith, are there this many derelict strip malls?
Oh yeah, it's kind of sad actually. Hell, the mall is derelict as hell. Like it's only like 2 big malls left now, so it's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, malls are closing in this country. Yeah.
Really?
Ooh,
wow.
It's a Smirnoff ad on the top of the cab, by the way, guys.
Could have been worse. Could have been Corona.
Oh, like in Deadpool this week? Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
Corona, yeah, in 2009, yeah.
So, who's this? The head honcho guy. The boss, it seems.
Oh yeah, the guy with all the sunglasses and all the gold chains.
On the gold, yeah. A nice hero shot there. Catwoman.
Oh my lord, she kicks him into all those TVs. The dangers of too much television viewing.
Yikes.
Yeah. Love it.
It's bad for your eyes and your head.
He calls her cat lady.
Cat lady.
Ooh, he calls this lady Eskimo, so that's not good.
I always wondered what that thing was on her arm, but then she uses it. The cat claw grappling hook. Yeah.
Oh, it's Tito.
Tito.
It's a good thing you're a little guy. She puts him in a washer. Or no, the dryer.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Jeez, that was a bit funny. Like he actually fit in there. Well done.
No way. I will not help you. Yeah, fluff you.
Fluff you. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo.
And I like that Catwoman actually uses the correct term of Inuit, by the way, but the bad guy calls her an Eskimo. I appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah, absolutely. Well, she's she's intelligent.
But they fly back to Gotham and track
In
her.
style.
Yeah,
It's
champagne or something. Yeah. Then
they come back to burnt ruins
and track her.
Oh yeah, and track her as well.
Remember that
He
guy?
won't go away. Yeah, it's kind of like a bad smell. Yeah, he doesn't go away.
Remember that guy from the boot? Catwoman takes him out with a flying sidekick.
It's pretty easy to beat. It seems he's got a gun. He keeps on trying. Bless him.
Well,
he just always gets beaten up.
His name is Tracker, not Fighter.
Yeah, true.
Touché,
I can track
touché.
Cobblepot, get your chubby butt out here.
No fat shaming. Damn it.
No.
He's an ample American. Leave him alone. Batman's like, oh, he's close.
Oh.
It's too late for Gotham. The blood of
He
survivors.
could pay her the money if he wanted to.
Yeah. But the blood of survivors is not a source of a cure or a vaccine against Ebola Gulf A. We failed, all of us.
Yeah. Kind of the last big twist before the end of the arc. It's like, because you're coming so close to it, you're kind of thinking, oh no, what can we do now?
Yeah.
You could have made it 9 issues, but it's
That's one of the ways to fix it.
All right, who's up for the part 10?
Is it me? Might be me. Yeah. Part 10, Azrael number 16, Contagion. Roll credits. Batman, Catwoman, and the rest of Gotham prepare to die as there seems no hope of a cure. However, Azrael correctly suspects that the plague's origin lies with the Order of Saint Dumas. Or do I? And he has Lily working on translating a document that seems relevant. He fights his way out of his home under attack from acolytes of the Order and brings Lily translations of the cure to Gotham Hospital where an antidote is manufactured. Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh my lord! Look at that cover. Azrael standing over like skeletal Robin.
Yeah, not my favorite cover. It was good to see Robin in bones though, but it's pretty bare. Like I don't know, the cover seems pretty bare.
That's kind of Azrael's thing, though.
You're saying it's a bare bones cover?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this one picks up right where Catwoman left off. We've all failed, all of us. Gotham is doomed. I heard you the first time, Batman.
Yeah.
Way to rub it in.
But then things like really accelerate here with finding a solution. Like it's pretty quick.
We only got 2 issues left. Hurry it up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see the virus again. And you see them all just chilling on. Is that a Punisher t-shirt? Anyway, that's Jean Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the closest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we see.
Remember, we were in Africa a month ago. The laboratory. Yeah. I think I
it
saw.
All pays off.
So we get a bit more of this Order of Saint Dumas as well. Do they feature a lot in Batman titles and stuff, or has it faded off now since the 90s is well and truly gone?
About every 10 years it rears its ugly head, I'd say.
Yeah. They like re-update Azrael. Yeah, it's usually tied in with Azrael. Yeah.
Hey, did you see the ad in there for Vampire the Dark Ages? I have that. Well, I have Vampire the Masquerade, the original one. I don't think I have Dark Ages that goes with it though. But
fancy.
It's a good game. Based on the TV show Kindred was actually based on that role-playing game. Just little fun facts.
Oh. So it's a vampire game, but it did not suck. So yeah, we get more with the Order of St. Dumas. I wonder. So they're
Who's
looking.
this guy? Who's this one-eyed chap? Have I gone too ahead?
Is his name Willie?
Oh!
Oh yeah, sorry. I went too ahead there. Yeah.
What one-eyed chap?
He's got the Bushman face, Bushman death mask on.
I think he.
Oh, is that?
I think that's just one. Oh yeah, that's he's basically like a renegade from the Order of Saint Dumas. Liha. Yeah. He fought at Azrael like once or twice. Yeah. One of those guys, I'll double cross the Order and take power for myself. One of those guys.
One of those.
Starscream?
Wait a minute. Was that some kind of joke, Bushman's face? Because we know what happened to Bushman's face in 2006, Ray.
Yep.
Spoilers. Moon Knight cuts it off.
He had it coming. It's fine.
Oh, jeez.
That's right, people. She's single. Men, gentlemen, if you would like to date that, email it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Look, don't touch. So Gene Paul and his friends are going through the books, and hey.
Yeah.
Let's translate.
Simple ingredients, aren't they? Ingredients are common enough.
Some household
salt. Yeah, exactly.
And then page 8, like Batman and Catwoman, like talking on the ledge of the building there. Is this where it all?
We both hit the same page. I was like, is that a Sam Goody ad? Oh my god!
Oh Lord, yes.
Cries in 90s kid.
Lilith, we still have an FYE in our mall.
That's amazing.
I think it's the last remaining one in the country. It has to be. Ray, like the CD store.
Ah, right.
Dude,
Yeah.
Next time I'm
that's
up
still
there,
going?
we gotta go because I'm gonna go to the last Blockbuster on Earth whenever this whole thing clears up. So I need to go to the last FYE in the world too.
Yeah, get your butt back up here. Yeah, man, we'll go to the last. Yeah, we'll go to FYE. They always have stuff on sale. It's like, come on.
Oh my god, the year's biggest hit this month on pay-per-view. You know what it is. It's Batman Forever.
I know. Mm-hmm. Riddle me this. What is the number? But no. Before you got on to your whole flashback to your teenage years of Hellfire. No, I was going to say, is this where the whole Batman Catwoman relationship started? Well, the post-crisis.
Well, yeah, I think so.
They came to an understanding.
Well, it helps that her boobs were quite upright. Mesmerizing even.
Yeah.
We just lean back seductively on the ledge of this tall building.
Yeah. He's looking ahead, but his eyes are like, behind that cowl, straining to look around.
Poor Tim is still dying. Painfully.
As soon as he got it, though, you knew nothing bad was going to happen. You're like, they're going to kill another Robin, really? I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. So Azrael and his friends translate a cure. He's like, I'm going to take it to Gotham City. Don't you see the newscast? The city's cordoned off. An army couldn't get through those lines. Not an army, but he will. He is Azrael. And I just love his, oh my lord. Yeah, former psychiatrist, his friend Brian. I'm not making that up.
No, you forgot. And worst of all.
Oh, yes, Brian.
Brian. Jeez.
He should have waited. What he's about to do, it's pointless. I know it's the 90s, but we still have telephones and fax machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, Azrael runs for the car.
Old school.
Yeah, Azrael gets stopped by Liha and his guys, and of course takes 2 seconds to kick their butts.
Yeah.
Look at those
flames everywhere. Yeah.
Boards. Yeah, man, those retractable. He's almost like Wolverine, but they're built into gloves and they light up.
So that's just technology, right? It's nothing magical or anything like that.
Yeah, they're built into the gloves. Yeah, no.
Okay.
So he scares off Leha, takes off for Gotham City. Let me talk to Azrael on that cellular telephone.
Yeah. So he's doing the surfing bird on the top of that hood, let me tell you.
Oh yeah. And he crashes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
There's a couple of good panels. I like those ones.
Crashes.
Oh, actually, the next when he jumps into the water as well.
Jumps off the bridge. Yeah.
Mm.
Then he sees a homeless guy who's infected. But yeah, then he walks the cure to the hospital.
He did it the hard way, didn't he? Jeez.
And then, last page, we see Nightwing coming down. Alfred, we found the cure. Hey, wait, where's Robin? Don't tell me. You're too late.
Oh my god, a payphone card?
What?
There's an ad for a prepaid phone card, for calling long distance or something. Ew.
Oh yeah, DC Comics, yeah. And below that, that subscription page.
I do not miss those.
Ooh, so Sovereign 7. Ooh. Anyway, so yes, down to the last issue.
Yeah.
Again, I think we're back to my boy Wonder to wrap it up.
Yes, we are.
Cool. Just don't call me Dick. Part 11.
Drop.
Robin 28. Bitter dregs. Nightwing races to the Batcave with the cure for the clench, only to discover it's too late for Robin. He already has the cure. Meanwhile, the state governor has sworn in newly elected Mayor Marion Grange ahead of schedule, and she has reinstated James Gordon as police commissioner. Robin heads back home, taking a detour to deal with a gang who refuses to let the cure into their area, teaming up once more with Catwoman. Ooh. When he returns home, his family are relieved to see him again, as is Ariana, whom Tim is particularly surprised to see. Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my lord. But yes, this one picks up where Azrael left off. You're too late.
Yeah.
That
is such a... Yeah.
I love how Alfred was like, just kidding.
So cruel.
You're too late because he's already cured.
Yeah. No. Gotcha.
But the lab at the only got it from some mysterious benefactor 12 hours ago. That would be Jean Paul.
Yeah.
But because while he was running around town, his friends faxed the formula to several numbers. One was Wayne.
One was Wayne Tech, of course.
I mean, just coincidentally, because his friends didn't know who Batman was.
I mean, it's the only company in the city. Let's just be honest. They own everything. We get it.
For real. Perhaps a cup of tea to settle your nerves, Master Dick. Perhaps you should get bent, Alfred. That's it. The plague's over.
Well, there's still one more mystery we gotta solve, boys. Suit up.
The origins of the plague, which we'll get to in the sequel.
He's like, for once, I'm not going with you guys. I'm just gonna sit here and let Alfred make me cookies and milk. It's fine.
Oh yeah, because Batman and Nightwing hop in the Batmobile, and Nightwing's like, maybe you should sit this one out. And Tim's like, I'm not gonna argue this time.
A priority email. Oh dear.
Priority email. The gang in Tri-Corner is holding off the National Guard.
Wow, they must have heavy artillery. Big bazookas, if you will.
Big units.
So Tim's like, I could call Batman and Nightwing, but I think I'll jump in my own car and check it out.
Yeah.
And then, like Ray said, we see the new mayor taking over, kicking out Mayor Kroll.
Mm-hmm.
Lock him up. Lock him
See
up.
you later.
Because you want to see how bad he is. Keep listening before the bat. Me and Will can get this in Nightfall. And,
Oh yeah.
And Tim calls his dad. Hey, where were you? Oh, I got cut off by the quarantine.
Convenient.
Yeah, I was at Bruce's. The line, power was out, lines were down. Get here as soon as you can. As soon as they lift the red blocks. And he calls the girlfriend. People are in danger, but hey, let's take time to stop and call the girlfriend.
Of course. She's got the towel on her head.
Oh yes.
Aunt Natty, good old Aunt Natty.
And thank God, at least the newspapers get the word out. Gotham gets cured.
I would still leave those roadblocks up, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, Tim still has to sneak in, like the bridge and
Mm-hmm.
And look, Bullock and Montoya are still there with Gordon.
And that other dude, what's his name?
Bullock.
Yeah, that's it.
I call him Harvey, but there's two Harveys. I always forget there's two Harveys because they forget about Two-Face too, to be honest. So.
Two-Face too. We see more sick people. Tim's and as if Tim thought his dreams came true before, Catwoman returns.
She's back.
Meow.
As alluring as ever.
And she's like, you look bad.
Bird boy. Goodness. A little bat nap too. Terrible. She gets a Mac Kona button all the way.
So many Mac Kona buttons. So she says she's been playing good girl the last couple of days. Sure. I wouldn't want you to get overheated.
Ooh.
Don't wear that suit, lady.
There's something deeply wrong with that situation.
I know I can't let Catwoman handle this solo.
Because she's a woman and I'm a 14-year-old boy.
So, yeah, he comes through the window and...
Dumb.
He's almost blacking out. The Catwoman...
Yeah, sweating. Yeah.
What's wrong with you? It was the clench. But I got scared this week. So, I can put in a good word for you with Batman after this. Don't you dare. I got my reputation to think of.
Yeah, always the cool one.
This attack page is pretty neat. I love it.
Yeah. Keeping bad company again. So yeah, they take out the goons pretty easy, hand them over to the cops. And everything's back to normal until he gets home.
Yeah.
What's up with Ariana?
Left hanging. She's got no head.
All right.
Way to pull a Mary Jane on us.
Face it, Tiger. I dyed my hair. All right. So, I know that was...
I only have 2 words for you in regards to Robin, though. Killer.
Killer Moth?
Yeah.
What's that? What was that mean?
Hashtag never forget.
Oh.
Killer Moth is a villain.
Terrible villain.
I mean, what about that upgrade he got in the 90s? Underworld Unleashed.
Oh, God, no.
See, Ray, back in around this time, Neuron, who's like DC's version of Mephisto, like offered like a bunch of the villains upgrades to their powers and stuff in exchange for their souls, and most of them are like, souls, okay, whatever, just give me whatever.
Right.
Oh, but heaven and hell really does exist in the DC universe. It really does.
I love how Lex didn't get any powers though. You know, he was just all decrepit, you know, in that clone body, and he was just like, you know, make me normal again. So Neuron did.
Well, his superpower is that not only does he have money, but he's extremely smart too.
Yeah.
That's a deadly combination when, yeah.
And I love that issue when it gets better. He's just like, or the next issue, he's like, oh, I should ask him for hair.
Yes, bring back the ginger hair, please, for the love of God. If Bendis did that, I would probably forgive him for everything.
Oh. You forgive Bendis for everything else?
Yeah, I would. Maybe not Rogozar. Maybe not that. But everything else.
All right, I know we're going long, but Ray, as someone who hasn't read much Batman, what did you think of this story?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, it's not like, Kingdom Come or something like that. It's not one of the great ones, but it was enjoyable enough. I didn't realize it went for like 11, 12 issues. But it kind of, the pacing was okay. It ticked along. And considering that it was from the mid-90s, it actually holds up pretty well.
Mm. Mm. Oh, yeah. All right. So, again, Twilight Zone time. Everyone want to hear Matt Kona feedback?
Mm-hmm,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, Ray gets to do this from the other side for once. Okay, everyone. Here we go. Feedback on this big, long story from Matt Kona from the Quantum Zone. And every last Tuesday of every month on Ultimate Spider Cast for our Scarlet Spider Sausage Fest. And Ray's biggest fan. All right, take it away, Kona. Whatever loads. Okay.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Ray. It's your old friend Matt calling to give you a little bit of feedback on Batman Contagion. Well, so, sorry, the accent is way off. I just read this 11-issue Batman arc, and just overall, I enjoyed it. I thought there was some chills and thrills. It was engaging, good character stuff, good interplay. It felt a little bit rushed at the end, and it's 7 different books were used in this, and I feel like most of it was it was a good showcase for Batman's side characters the most, specifically starting with Azrael and featuring a pretty heavy story about Robin and how he gets sick. But I think Catwoman was the MVP for me in this one, not just because I like the art for her issues the best, perhaps, but it's just a great character, and that's my favorite Catwoman comic book costume. So I'm just going to go through some of my random thoughts and notes that I made, and I'll give you a couple highlights. Hopefully it won't take up too much of the time. But so we saw a lot of villains and a lot of side characters who were, good to get a spotlight. We didn't see Mr. Freeze, although the guys in the suits in the very beginning of the first issue kind of looked like animated series era Mr. Freeze. The Babylon Towers, the rich people in the climate-controlled apartment building, relying on a supply of mall food. I hope they have a Sbarro. Boom. Okay. If you're not putting in the rim shot sound effects, that's fine too. I like the name of the disease, the Clench. It's cool and intimidating. A lot better than Ebola Gulf A. The black sneezing is horrifying. Not to mention how fast that it sort of spreads and how it's described as turning their bodies against them and zombie Quasimodos. It was a great picture to paint. If the survivors were in Greenland, now it makes sense why Donald Trump wanted to buy it. All right, topical joke from 2 months ago. Ooh, the kid with the bleeding eyes saying, "I think mommy and daddy are dying," was truly horrifying. I like that Alfred got involved outside of the Batcave, him and Robin in the plane. I don't think I'd seen that before. I'm not a regular Batman reader. I was back in the early 90s, so it was kind of cool to dig back into it. I loved Robin referencing the Jerky Boys. I was a big fan of those prank call CDs and cassettes. I even saw the Jerky Boys movie on opening night, which of course I loved as a teenager, and then watched on video. And it's so bad, it's so dumb, but it's fun if you're a fan, I guess. Terrible reviews if you want to read something funny. I loved the tracker. He was one of my other favorite characters. I wasn't familiar with him or Huntress, but the tracker being ripped off by the Penguin. And there's a $5 million reward to find a cure, and Penguin only promises Tracker 1 million of the 5. It's pretty good. Of course, there's parallels based on what's going on today. The media seeing the plague as ratings, and there being unfit politicians and people in charge was all too spot on. I loved Azrael. I mean, I loved him when he was Batman and after Bane got his back broken. Him as a standalone character, I read for a little while. I didn't really keep up with it, but I have a graphic novel I should dig back out. So he kind of popped in and out. He comes in to save the day because Batman calls him for additional help, though it took him a while to get there because where he's located was not even within 100 miles of an airstrip. Kind of crazy. But yeah, he kind of bails out Robin and Catwoman, and Robin wasn't that happy about it. And then Batman's like, don't worry, I got some other help that you're a little bit more familiar with. And then we see Nightwing, although we don't see him for a couple issues after that.
Yeah.
So I know Phil's like, yeah, Nightwing's here to save the day. But Nightwing didn't really do that much in this. He helped ward off some rioters, but not a whole hell of a lot after that. All right, I'll try not to get too wordy. Huntress was kind of cool, not familiar with her. She got a little bit of a spotlight in the Chronicles of Batman story, which happens later on, which I enjoyed. The art I liked the best was probably overall Catwoman. I did like the Shadow of the Bat art in terms of all the Batman books. And Poison Ivy was hilarious, too, sprung from Arkham and selling her kisses as ways to cure the virus, even though she knew it wasn't going to work. So she's just having a big makeout session. Other comedic highlights were a guard getting his refrigerated truck confiscated at 3 a.m. to store corpses in. I like dark humor. Catwoman saying if you want to get lost, go to Florida, thinking she'd pass the same strip mall 6 times. Well, that's just Florida. They're probably different strip malls. And maybe the kicker of it all is fax machine technology saving the day. And perhaps, and Nightwing, though he didn't do that much, and neither did Batman, he got the quote, perhaps you should get bent, Alfred. That might have been the slam dunk. But overall, I enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys talked at great length about it because it's 11 issues, so I'll just leave it there. Thanks for having me on, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take it easy. Matt Kona, signing out.
Very well covered. Very well summarized. Yeah.
I know. The only thing that could have made that better is he would have went Ketcha. I didn't plan on going this long, but hey, it's the big 150th episode.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
Will,
it's great.
anything else, or should we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up. On that note,
yes. Thank you for joining us, Ray. Where can people find you?
Yeah, no worries. No, thank you so much, guys, for having us. It's great to be kind of what do you call it? I don't know. Introduced into Batman. Yeah, you can find me on Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, Twitter handle at ITK Moon Knight, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/ITK Moon Knight.
Gobble, gobble.
Party in the front and the back.
Oh!
Yes, he's familiar with our work, people.
Party in the front and the back.
All right, but if you want to send us your thoughts, again, Nightfall, we go back to do Nightfall next episode again. So email us all your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of it, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt to Killer, Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. And use that Amazon link down in the show notes for when you do, well, basically probably all of your shopping now on Amazon. Send some money to Rob Master Doom Southgate to help support the network and give you such quality shows as Before the Bat.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong.
Love Hellfire.
So petty. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me at Love Hellfire on Twitter and at Love Hellfire69 on Instagram. Oh, it's fine having a sausage fest. Scream it out of the gooch.
There you go, Ray. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this extra long Before the Bat. Like I said, big anniversary episode. Come back next time for more Nightfall. Where we at? We're going to be doing two parts next time. Catch up part 6 and part 7 from Detective 661 and that, and 495. That's right. Another Poison Ivy appearance. Ooh, Ray, send some feedback. Matt Kona, send some feedback. You know, more Poison Ivy. You know, gobble gobble, out of the goose.
Bill and Lilith are crazy buggers. Don't listen to them.
Crazy buggers. Lilith, I don't know if we were complimenting or insulting. But join us next time. Same bad time. Same bad channel. Or as they say in the world, catch ya.
Well, I'm off to bed.